Hello everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude and I'm here to review the SpongeBob episode Stuck in the Wringer, requested by the Purple Ranter and Invader R. Chris. Stuck in the Wringer is about when SpongeBob gets stuck inside the wringer after taking a shower, so then when he asks his good old pal, the helpful one Patrick, to help him get out of the wringer, Patrick uses something to help SpongeBob hopefully slither out of the wringer. But it turns out SpongeBob is stuck. You know why? Because Patrick uses the forever glue. Good job, Patrick. Way to help out SpongeBob. Seriously. Good job. I was being sarcastic in case you didn't catch that. So SpongeBob must go through the day stuck inside the wringer, and it does not turn out good. Stuck inside the wringer is not very good. I don't hate this episode. It definitely could have been a whole lot better. It's just not very well done. And one of the problems this episode suffers from is definitely Patrick. The main reason is definitely Patrick. Patrick is such a buffoon for putting the forever glue and making his best friend's day so freaking miserable. You don't like Patrick here. Yes, he was stupid, but he was stupid in that not funny way, and it was thanks to his stupidity that SpongeBob is stuck inside that wringer, why SpongeBob was miserable, why SpongeBob was grumpy. When you watch SpongeBob, you want to feel happy. You just want to go into that nice, happy wonderland. When you watch this episode, you watch it feeling depressed. You just feel so cold inside because SpongeBob's not very happy here. You see him with the black eye. You see him scream, and you just really feel SpongeBob's pain, and you just don't like seeing SpongeBob that way, especially when it gets to the end. My word, was that just depressing to watch. So I wouldn't say it's a happy episode. Yes, it does have its humor. Yes, I did laugh at some parts of this episode. But when you look at all the events that happened in this episode, this really is one depressing episode. So say, for example, you have a bad day at work or at school, and you just want to be happy after that long, bad day because maybe someone's bullying you or maybe you have a crappy boss. Don't watch Stuck in the Wringer. That is my suggestion. Watch a SpongeBob episode that actually makes you happy. If you watch this after having a bad day, this is going to make you feel more cold and more depressed than you already are, and you do not want that. Definitely not very SpongeBob-y, if that makes sense. Just watching Stuck in the Wringer the whole time, you just don't like Patrick just because of how stupid he gets, and he just makes SpongeBob's day go worse and worse. You feel so bad for SpongeBob, and one of the most painful scenes to watch was SpongeBob getting mad at Patrick because you're not used to seeing SpongeBob go that far. Even though I did feel bad when Patrick was crying and ran off, it was still not acceptable for him being so stupid. And I especially didn't like how all the fishes at the carnival got mad at SpongeBob, put all the blame on him, and make SpongeBob look like the bad guy. I mean, the dude had a freaking bad day. It's not SpongeBob's fault that he has a black eye or he's stuck in the wringer. That is all Patrick's fault, and SpongeBob looks like the bad guy for that. I was really feeling so sorry for SpongeBob. This is not an episode I could really watch unless I'm bored and unless I don't mind watching a depressing episode. I can watch Stuck in the Wringer again for that reason, but otherwise, yeah, not an episode I could definitely watch again. Definitely not an episode you should watch if you ever feel depressed. Stuck in the Wringer, it's mediocre, it's fine, but the problem is that it's very depressing. Patrick is stupid. You really don't like Patrick here. You feel so sorry for SpongeBob. So it's just not the SpongeBob you really want. I could definitely understand why this is getting hate because I know some people that literally and utterly hate this episode. And some of the reasons was definitely because of how low, how cold, and how depressing it is. And we don't want to see that in SpongeBob. I'll give Stuck in the Wringer a 5.5 out of 10. Definitely could have been a whole lot better. Now we are on to the SpongeBob episode, Overbooked. Overbooked is about when SpongeBob agrees to help all of his friends, Sandy with her science presentation, Mr. Krabs to help him fix the telescope, and Patrick with his birthday party. Here's one problem though. They all take place at the same time. So SpongeBob, it's up to him to go all back and forth to help Patrick, Mr. Krabs, and Sandy. But things don't go so well. And of course, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, and Sandy, they have their suspicions. I had a lot of fun with Overbooked. I really enjoyed the idea of SpongeBob being overbooked. I thought how the concept was handled, how it was written, it was very creative, it was something a little bit unique, and it overall had a nice, swell presentation going on, and I was just on board with this episode. It's a great adventure, it's got great storytelling. I wouldn't say this is the funniest episode I've seen, but I did laugh here and there. This episode was mostly great because of the writing, the story, and the overall entertainment value. It was just nice to see how this episode was just overall played out. My only flaws with Overbooked is that I do think the storyline could have been utilized a little more. It does get a little rushed towards the end, and the episode just kind of ended out of nowhere, and yeah, it just had a whatever kind of ending. Overbooked is a very well done episode. It's a lot of fun to watch, laughs here and there, nice storytelling, a nice concept with a little bit of uniqueness into it. I know not everyone enjoys this episode. Some may find it just mediocre or bad or boring, and I definitely understand it for that case. Overbooked gets an 8.5 out of 10. Subscribe to my channel, comment your opinion on this SpongeBob episode, like and share this video, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I am 22 Tiger Dude. Don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power!